night. This was last night.
I thought she quit. I thought she gave up. Where did she go? Where did Hillary go? They had to start the debate without her. Phase 2. Why? I know where she went. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it. Everything that's been involved in Hillary has been losses. You take a look. Even a race to Obama. She was going to beat Obama. I don't know who'd be worse. I don't know. How does it get worse? But she was going to beat. She was favored to win. And she lost.
We bleep that because it is unsuitable in some corners. Matthew Lippman is in his corner. Political consultant, former speechwriter, Vice President Joe Biden. Matt Schlapp, chairman of the American Conservative Union, former political director for President George W. Bush. We have two Matts today. Matthew on the left and Matt on the right. Appropriately enough, right, for your political leanings. Matt, right. Watching this last night, he is entertaining and he is colorful. And today he is getting attention yet again for some things that some folks considered off color.
All right, which Matt are you talking to?
Which Matt? Matt Schlapp.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is where, Donald Trump is somebody who can really play to a crowd. And obviously, he said some things you had to bleep. And but the bottom line is this, which is he just seems to toy with Hillary Clinton. He seems to have so much fun making fun of her. And along the way, he's leading the Republican nominating process, and actually he's gone from being a candidate who Hillary Clinton thought was a joke to a candidate who looks increasingly like he wants to take her on and beat her.
It was my sense that they're going after each other right now. Matthew, he mentioned, or she mentioned his name 9 times on Saturday night. And so then Trump takes his angle entirely directed at Hillary Clinton last evening.
Right. So obviously Hillary's not going after Jeb Bush or John Kasich in the debates because they don't have a lot of support. What's the point? And I think from Hillary's perspective, talking about Trump is a winner in the Democratic Party primary, certainly. And for Trump on the Republican side, having Hillary go after him is a huge winner for him as well. But at this point, if I were Trump, I'd be more concerned about Ted Cruz catching up to me than I would be about Hillary.
Well, when the poll showed that, we talked about that 15 minutes ago. Matt Schlapp, as a Republican, when you look at the weakness Trump has with women, does that concern you?
Yeah, no, there's no question. There are so many things about the Trump candidacy that can make a Republican worried. He is not like any kind of candidate we've seen before. But you also look at the fact that his numbers in all these polls, you started off the race, there were huge, a majority of Republicans said they'd never support him. Well, that number's come down. You've seen his numbers improve with all kinds of demographics, including improving with women. And the fact is this, the more people see, they are. That is true. And the more people see him, the more they tend to like him. Now, look, I will admit to you, Bill, he makes plenty of Republican operatives very nervous, and they're hoping that if he gets the nomination, he can pull somebody to our side we don't normally get.
Yeah, you referenced the past. Matthew, look at this number on screen now. We asked back in June whether or not you thought he was a serious candidate. In June, or whether or not it was a sideshow, 64% said it was a sideshow. That number has dropped in half as of today, and 65% consider him a serious candidate. So whatever he's doing, he is changing the perception, Matthew.
Absolutely on the Republican side. But let me just correct something that Matt said. The more people see of Trump, they don't like him. 50% of Americans say they would be embarrassed if Donald Trump was the president of the United States. And his support is not increasing with African Americans or Latinos at all. And many, many Americans, we all know this, would not even consider Trump as a possible president of the United States. I mean, I think from Hillary's perspective, this back and forth with Trump is a big winner. She's doing very well in the Democratic primary. And also all polls show her ahead of Trump in a one-on-one matchup.
Go ahead, Matt.
The only thing I think is fair to say, which is there are a lot of Americans who are really tired of the Clinton Act as well. And they might not consider them a joke because they've seen how serious it is when they're in charge and they don't like it.
Well, I made the comment a few moments ago.
No, that's not true at all. I mean,
Hillary... Matthew, Trump had Hillary on the ropes for about 36 hours based on that debate and a comment that hasn't been proven out just yet. And to Matt Schlapp, when you think about the reception last night in Grand Rapids, Michigan, he may have let her out of the corner on that. He demanded an apology, and her campaign came back and said, hell no, that's not going to happen. I don't know. Right. If you keep the pedal on that point, don't you have a story and a headline for a week, if not more?
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair point. I think the underlying question here is, why is Hillary Clinton saying that ISIS fears Donald Trump more than anyone else, that he is the source for recruitment for ISIS? Now, first of all, these videos didn't exist, but even the charge is kind of stupid, because what she's basically saying is, I'll be softer on ISIS, maybe they like me better. That's what's subliminal there, and it's not smart, it's a bad tactic, and she's helping Donald Trump.
But he was going after her honesty, Matthew.
Right.
And he was scoring some points there. I'll give Littman the last word. Go.
Thank you. Thanks, Hemmer. What Matt is saying is completely not true. ISIS isn't saying that they're afraid of Trump. ISIS is using Trump. This is from Lauren Katz, who's considered our foremost expert on what ISIS uses as recruitment, that they're using Trump to recruit people to their cause. There's no question about that. That is what they're doing. So let's not pretend that that's not happening.
Right. And that's a badge of honor.
Gentlemen, thank you. Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Why is that a badge of honor?
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, whatever applies.
Happy
Littman
holidays.
and Schlapp, attorneys at law. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll speak.